respected guests on dais, and all the participants. I'm really very happy to be here. Also, it's a great moment that the success of NTVQF is being celebrated by BTEB, and no other institution is worthy celebrating it more than the BTEB, because the kind of commitment, the kind of enthusiasm, the kind of energy they have brought to NTVQF, it was not possible to promote NTVQF without BTEBs. So I really thank BTEB first, to organize this workshop and to disseminate this to other ministries, other stakeholders. I am truly impressed with the result of this study. I was wondering how this study would look if we have a baseline that non-NTVQF system, how do they perform against these indicators? That will give a very clear picture that traditional system, the continuing system, how they are performing against, what are the employers saying about that, what are the, like the employability rate of that, So that can give a very clear picture that what is the success of NTVQF. Having said that, I will reiterate this point on awareness, and this is the right time, and I'm so happy to see that, the head of NSDA is here, and this is a great opportunity for us to make this appeal and to advocate for its greater awareness, not only among the other ministries, Tibet institutes, but also among the employers, also among the students. Not only NTVQF, the skill itself, because the skills is still some kind of a stigmatized, kind of a thing, that people will prefer to go for masters and graduation, even if they don't get employment, but they will not go for the employable skills, which can ensure, what could be better assurance to get job? What the result we have seen here, that 94% people are getting job, what else? So I think that there is a great need for dissemination and awareness of NTVQF. 3 years back, we developed a social marketing strategy. Very comprehensive social marketing strategy. We can still share with NSDA, and we will appeal that if this can again be disseminated among all the donors who are supporting the skills program, how can they make use of this strategy? This strategy can be improved, this strategy can be tweaked. But nevertheless, we need some kind of a very comprehensive awareness strategy, that how do we make people aware, the employers, the Tibet institutes, The other point which I wonder that how much, we have pondered over. If we see that how many Tibet institutes even have a directory of employers in their towns, especially for the trade which they are imparting. We found in our project that BTE institutes where we work the most, none of them had any information, including the ceramic institute, the Institute of Glass and Ceramics, When we asked them that who are your employers, where do your students go, they had no list. When we went to the employers, we asked where do you source your students, they had no idea where did they come from. So this supply and demand, how do we create a mechanism which bring them together? We introduced 2 mechanisms in our research project, which is on a very small scale, but it gives a footprint to upscale the success of it. And since Mr. Jahangir is sitting here, I will really thank him for all his support, that we set up 7 employment support services, and they have shown real success, they organize job fairs, they have a complete directory of all the employers. What are the demand of these employers, So I think this employment support cell. The second thing, public-private partnership, So we created 5 different models, plus we created 10 different MOUs between the Tibet institutes and the private sector employer. So unless until we don't create a mechanism to bring the supply and demand side in a structured way, in a systemic way, we are not going to reach anywhere. So this is the need of the hour, that we have some kind of employment support service, some kind of a career guidance cell where they can guide students. One of the senior instructors in Glass and Ceramic Institute, he said, when he passed out, he didn't know where to go. Nobody was there to guide him, that what should he do after passing out. And he is in charge of the placement cell. And he is so enthusiastic that he remembered his own days. And he said, I feel that I am helping students, and I had no one to be assisted. So this is the another gap which we need to address very, very firmly. And since we have these models, we can always expand it. The other gap which we find is, and very rightly pointed out by the presenter, that how do we get a regular update on what kind of skills are being generated, what new industries are coming, what the skills demands are, because market is very dynamic. The technology is very dynamic. Technology is changing, market is changing, market demands are changing. How do TVET institutes keep the track of it? So we set up two research management cell, knowledge management and research cell. One at TTTC, also one at NSDC, then NSDA now. The purpose of this knowledge management cell was precisely this, that how to get an assessment of the market, that how it is changing. We also train 178 professionals, TVET professionals and people from other ministries, in skills research methodology, that how to do. They produce fantastic papers. We could never realize that the TVET instructors have so much of research capacities. We are publishing 10 of them. We have published more than 5 from NSDC. And it was a very systemic method, where there was a committee which was set up to screen out that which are the best research papers, how to publish it. NSDC also funded that research publication. So what we are saying, that without research keeps us ahead of time. What is going to happen tomorrow, we can only know if we have a solid research on the ground. So what if the TVET institutes who are implementing NTVQF, they themselves become the agent of this change? They themselves are engaged in their own towns. What are the industries coming? What if they can make an assessment? Once in a year, they come to this knowledge management cell and they make a presentation what is happening in their towns, and those data are fed, in the system. So I think that these are the still gaps which can take us, very far to add to the productivity of the country, the economic growth of the country. Imagine the country is like progressing like no other country in Southeast Asia at 7.2% rate, where we have 10 to 15% skilled people. Imagine when there's a 50% skilled people in this country, what will happen to the economy? So it becomes a real national duty, to promote skills which is marketable, which is employable. And Bangladesh has done a great job by introducing an NTVQF system. If you look at your neighbors, there are not many countries who are ahead of you. You are much ahead of many of your neighbor countries. So we feel very proud to be part of this journey, and we would be very happy to support your journey. Thank you very much.